Welcome to the Belly of the Beast, your home for original horror content. Warning, some of our stories may be upsetting for some individuals. Listen at your own risk.
Today's original story is called Gnome. It was written by Sleepwalker and will be narrated by me, Beastling. Hi, my name is Alex, and I'm 10 years old. I wanted to tell this story because no one believes me that it happened. I used to love going to my grandma's house. It was my favorite place in the whole world. That was until she got this creepy garden gnome. It was tall, about 3 feet tall. He looked like a normal gnome, except for a large, creepy, crooked smile, and angry eyes that didn't match up with the smile. He carried a digging shovel over his shoulder. I remember the day I showed up and saw it for the first time. I got in the car with Mom and Dad, and Dad said, "Alex, are you excited to see Grandma?" "Yeah," I said. "She has a new surprise for you," my mom said. I was so excited. That wasn't until I saw him. My mom pulled up, and I got out. "Have fun, sweetie," my mom said. I got out of the car. Then I saw him. The gnome. I got chills down my spine right away. Something wasn't right with that gnome. Anywhere I walked up on my way to my grandma's house, his angry eyes followed me. "Alex," my grandma yelled out. I ran up and hugged her. "Did you see my surprise for you?" "I remembered that you liked the small gnomes my neighbors had, so I figured a big one was even better." I didn't want to hurt her feelings, so I said, "Yeah, Grandma, he's great." We went inside and watched a movie. I helped bake cookies and had completely forgotten about the gnome. After the cookies finished and were cooling, my grandma asked me if I could take out the trash. I grabbed the bag and went out to the garbage can. When I threw the bag in, I felt like I was being watched. I ran as fast as I could back inside. On the way up, I felt something hard hit my shin. I fell and hit the dirt ground as it slammed forward. I looked back to see what I tripped on, and the gnome was sitting there, standing slightly hunched over to the side, holding his shovel out. Earlier it was over his shoulder. I was certain of that. Gnome statues can't move, I thought. I must have been mistaken on his earlier pose. I dusted myself off and stood up to get a closer look at it. I get right up to its face, and it winked at me. I jumped backwards, then heard, "Alex, honey, stop playing with your new friend and come inside." It was my grandma. I ran inside. "Grandma, he winked at me," I said in a panic. "Oh, you have such a wild imagination." "Alex, gnomes can't move," she replied. I must have imagined it. I must have. We then went and had cookies and played Go Fish. I went to bed. This weekend at my grandma's is going to be great, I thought. Oh, how wrong I was. The next morning, I went straight to the window to see the gnome, and he wasn't there. He was across the yard by the bird bath, staring at me. I ran to get my grandma. "Grandma, Grandma, the gnome, come see," I said. I dragged her to the window. We got back, and he was back in the same spot he was as yesterday. "I know it moved," I said, slightly unsure. "Alex, it's okay. I'm sure he did," she said. We went and had breakfast, and every couple of hours I would check on the gnome, and every single time something was slightly off. His hands were in a different pose. His hat would be bended differently. His feet would be posed weird. However, his creepy little smile and angry eyes never changed. That night I came up with a plan. I was gonna catch this gnome. I found a camera that my grandma put away in her end table. I also got rope to tie him up if I caught him, a flashlight, and the most important part of his stakeout, snacks and drinks. I let my grandma tuck me in, and when I heard her door close, I sprung out of bed. I grabbed all my stuff and tiptoed outside through the glass sliding door. quietly shutting it behind me. Then I went around the house into the bushes, with a clear view of him. I was all set up, and he was right there. He didn't move at all, and it was taking forever, so I opened my bag of chips up and started to snack on them. That's when I looked back, and he wasn't there. Where did he go? I looked everywhere, and all I heard and saw was nothing. Then I got a chill down my spine. I slowly turned my head and saw him standing there behind me. But before I could scream, bam! I felt his cold shovel hit me on the head. Then I woke up here in the hospital. That's the full story, Doctor. Well, we are going to need to run some more tests on you, and then you should be ready to go home, the doctor said as he asked my parents to step out of the room. I overheard him saying he did suffer a head injury, which can lead to wild dreams or mess with the memory. Just in case, keep a close eye on him. I know what happened. I know what that gnome did. I then hear my grandma say, "Hey, Alex," as she comes in the room. "Are you okay, honey?" "Yeah," I say, starting to smile. Think that because of all of this, it may be a while till you can spend the night again. But when you do, your gnome friend won't be there. Oh, did you get rid of it? No, even better. I saw how much you liked it, so your Uncle Dan helped me move it to your house. Now you two can spend as much time together as you want.
I hope you enjoyed today's story. Please like and subscribe as it will help us to continue to provide you with great content. Until next time, stay safe and avoid becoming one of the stories from the belly of the beast.